Hey boys and girls, good morning. Mrs. Murray is starting a new lesson for you. It is called Super Readers. And I just want to sing a song that sounds a lot like Spider-Man. So listen to it, okay? Super reader, does whatever a reader can. Sees a word, any size, reads that word before your eyes. Look out, here come the super readers. And the super readers, boys and girls, are going to be you. And what I want to do is I want to make a lesson for you in 3 parts. The first part is going to be number 1. And what I'm going to do, boys and girls, today is I'm going to introduce you to one of the superpowers that our super reader has. And that power is we have sight word power. And part of number 1 that Mrs. Murray is going to do every day is we're going to go over your sight words. This is our sight word list. Everybody got one of these and everybody was tested on it before you left to be at home. There's 41 words on here, and I'm going to ask you to get this out after we're done, and I'm going to ask you to make cards for the first 10 that Mrs. Murray has colored here, okay? And that would be after, again, and, any, ask, as, by, could, every, and fly. And what Mrs. Murray's going to do is I'm going to ask you to do them on cards like she has them. And if you don't have cards, boys and girls, these are cards called index cards. They have lines on the other side, or sometimes they are blank on both sides. If you don't have those cards, it's okay. Get a piece of paper, and you're going to take a scissor, and you're going to cut your paper into squares or rectangles, and you're going to make it look like this. So here was a big piece of paper, and I started cutting out pieces of rectangles. And on each rectangle, boys and girls, all you're going to do is you're going to write the first word, and that's after, and you'll have a card like that. Once you get 10 of them, boys and girls, I want you to keep them. I want you to lay them out and do what we're asking each time I meet with you. I might say to you, okay, boys and girls, good morning. I want you to hold up the word after. And you're going to have to be sitting there holding up the word after. And I'm going to ask you to practice them. How are you going to keep these? Well, I would say if you have a rubber band or a paper clip, you can take your words and you can put your 10 of them together, and you'll be ready for the next time we meet. Now, Mrs. Murray has them. There's 10 of them. I'm going to ask you to go through them right now. I don't have them in order, but it's the first 10. Ask. Say the word, boys and girls. Ask. When you look at the word, you read the word, you can say the word, you can even spell the word. A-S-K. Write the word. Yeah, we're definitely going to write them. Look at the word again, read the word, ask. Again, A-G-A-I-N, again. Read the word, say the word, read the word again. Spell the word, A-G-A-I-N. So there's tricks to being able to remember them, boys and girls. Could, C-O-U-L-D, could. Let me think. Read the word, look at the word, read the word, spell the word. Oh, I could even write the word. An, A-N. Look at the word, read the word, A-N. Spell the word, A-N. Write the word, look at the word, read the word. An. After. Read the word, look at the word, spell the word. A-F-T-E-R. Write the word, look at the word, read the word. After. Every. And you're going to do this for each one. Any. Fly. The Y at the end of this says I. By. The Y at the end of this one says I. And as. And I'll take mine and I'll put a rubber band around them. I'll keep them. And next time I see you, I'll take mine out and maybe I'll say to you, find this word, boys and girls, and you'll have to find your word card. So I'm going to keep them together, and I'm going to put them aside. Now I'm going to say to you, boys and girls, that the reason we are super readers is because we are super. And I want you to be able to know that at this time when we meet, we're going to do an activity that has to do with your sight words. Then we're going to move on to some work that Mrs. Basile did and move on to work that Mr. Avetta did. So we become super in all these different parts of our work. Now, your homework tonight is going to be this. Some of you have books that look like this. The lines start on the top and they go right down. And I want you to, or some of you have word books like this that have a blank spot at the top, like for a picture. So when you have a book like that, you could either do it in here, or you can get mom to give you a piece of paper, or if you have a new book that can start at the top, that's fine too. They look a little different, but the activity is going to be the same. Write the 10 words 3 times each. Don't write messy. Make sure your fingers are giving a little space in between those letters, because you're going to need to color them, look at them, and I want them to be shown to me, not messy. Now, when we did this in school, we usually started at the top of the book. So I'm saying that if you have that blank spot at the top, boys and girls, you're going to have to go down and start your words down there. But most of you, if you have it like this, is fine, or you can do it like this from the top. But what I want you to do is I want you to rainbow write. So what you're going to do is, the first word I have here is after. Actually, it's the first word in our list as well. After. And I want you to put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Oh, we have to go on the next page. 3 is on the other side. Okay? And you're going to write your word after in pencil, nice and neat. Then you're going to go over it in maybe 3 colors of crayon. What Mrs. Murray did is, first she did red, then she did blue, then she did yellow. The next one, first she did red over the pencil, then she did yellow, then she did blue. For each one of these, that's what I want to see. Take a picture of it, send it to my email. That's your homework, 3 times each, practicing your sight words. Now, if you're a superhero, I'm sorry, a super reader, then you know that you have the power of super sight word power. Sight word powers means this, boys and girls. You look at this word and you don't have to go like this. Ask, 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 ask. No, you don't do that with a sight word. What I want you to do is this. Snap it. Snap it. Your sight is what you see. What do you see? Oh, I see the word ask. You have to tell me in a snap. So I could have, if I were a super reader, look out, here come the super readers. If I'm a super reader, then I look at this word and I know right away it's ask, because I'm doing it with my sight, or I'm doing it in a snap. Okay, boys and girls? So what I want you to do is, remember, superheroes, they have the power of sight words. Now, I'm going to ask you to make your own superhero. Now, some of my pictures are really super good. That's because Katie, my daughter, did them. Some of them are not too good because Mrs. Murray did them. This is my superhero. It's a cape. It's a thing on my belly that maybe I might have a big S if I were Superman. But this one says, Mrs. Murray, super reader. I want you to make me one of these, boys and girls, and you're going to send that to me too. I want to see everybody's super reader picture as part of your homework today, or your work today. Now, this one is made up of really just a piece of, almost looks like a triangle. And then I said to myself, well, we need a head. So I made a circle. So I'll have a circle and I'll have what looks like a triangle, but take that off there. And here we go. We've got the 2 parts. All right. The next part I'll need to make a place where I can put down Mrs. Murray, or maybe I won't put Mrs. Murray on yours, you would put, I don't know, Angelique, super reader. You would put Lana, super reader. You would put Leonardo, super reader. And if that's in the middle, boys and girls, and her head is on top, she's still missing a lot. So what you need to do now is you need to make some kind of hair for her, if you're a girl. And you're gonna make some hair. If you're a boy, maybe you might want to do some crazy spiky hair like this and put that on your super reader. So now you have your top, your middle, and then you'll have your belly that says your name on it. And that will make me know that you have done your project because I will see it. I will see your name. And then last, you want to make sure that your super reader is super, but you know how supers are. You know Mr. Incredible, okay? They can never lose their mask. So your mask has to be made as well, boys and girls. Now, you can do it like this in pieces, and you can glue them all together. You can make them like this and glue them on a piece of paper. Or boys and girls, you are artists. Many of you have drawn Ralph and Lucy from Spaghetti on a Bun and have done such a great job with Gerald and who else? Mr. Whiskers. So I know that you could just draw your super reader, okay? All right, next. When you are working on your sight words, you've got those two projects. Make your super reader and do your words 3 times each, okay? Next, I'm gonna just say this. Mrs. Basile is doing something on AR. AR, boys and girls, as she told you in her lesson, reminds me of ARG, what pirates say. And I have my pirate sweatshirt on here, and my pirate, I like pirates, so does Mrs. Basile. Pirates say ARG. But when you look at ARG, ARG, I don't hear that A at all because the R is so bossy. He says, quiet down, A. And even though she's there or he's there, that A, R is taken over. So you hear that pirate say, ARG. And some words that are with AR, and we say that that's bossy R, I might change. This vowel, K, A, T, is going to change. It's going to be now K, forget about that A, go right to that R. K, R, T. This one, P, A, T. A doesn't say A anymore. Now he says P, R, T. R has been bossy, taken over, and won't let A say the sound of A anymore. Am, am. Now I put an R right next to that vowel. Again, the bossy R controls the A and says arm. Understand, boys and girls? Look at Mrs. Basile's lesson. Think about this lesson. Think about ARG. I'm a pirate. And I say ARG. But I know that there's an A in the beginning. And the last thing, boys and girls, we did number 1, we did number 2, and every week we're going to do, because we are super readers, we are going to do what Mr. Avetta did today. And what Mr. Avetta told me he's doing today is he told me he is doing verbs. And Mr. Avetta doing verbs means that they are things you do. And I have Vicky verb over here, and I'm going to ask Katie to come super close. Can you get Vicky verb, Katie, in there? Say hi, Katie. Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Can you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. Vicky verb is telling me that what you can do are things that are called verbs. So can Vicky eat? She can. It's something you can do. Can you clap? Can you eat? Yes, it's things you can do. So I have some here. Yell, spell, throw, skip, hop, swim. All things Vicky can do, Vicky verb, and you can certainly do. Swing. Swing on a swing or swing a bat. Draw, jump, sing, type, skip, and play. I can do anything, Vicky Verb says. I kind of think she looks a little like a pirate here. I think she's a super. I actually think she's a super because she has her mask on. So what can she do? Well, anything that she can do is a verb. Vicky is a noun. She's a person. She's not a place or a thing. She's a person. And what can that person do? They can do all of these things and more. And whatever you can do, you say that it is a verb. All right, we're going to stop now. Remember, we'll meet again. We'll talk about 3 things every time, boys and girls, because you are such super readers that you can handle this, okay? Do a great job. I'll see you later. Make sure none of your work is late, and make sure that you do your words 3 times each, and make sure that you make your set of word cards because we're going to need them tomorrow. Bye, boys and girls.